What's going on, everybody? Mammoth Metal here. Sorry about not posting lately. Just hit or miss when I'm gaming now that I've been working a lot. But, I've migrated from the Xbox One S, and we're gonna try getting into some PC gaming. So, no one told me to say anything, but I got everything from Newegg, which is where pretty much everybody, it seems like, goes. So, Newegg is where I got, and I'm going to be building my system at home. So, instead of me going out and spending $2,000 or $3,000 on some crazy PC or laptop or something like that. And you know what? Gaming laptops are nice. They have, from what I can tell, they're fast, and, Amazon's got the Prime sale stuff going on, so a lot of people, I think, are trying to pick those up. But from everybody that I know that plays on the PC or online gaming, they suggest that we don't get a laptop because they're really difficult to work on at most time, just depending on the kind that you get. And the ability to upgrade is slim to none. So if you have a PC, from my understanding, at any time you can just open up your case, your tower, and you can mix and match parts and stuff like that. You can always keep upgrading parts, and you're not going to come in with a lot more dilemmas as you would with the laptop, where you will get those dilemmas because you're not going to be able to get to it. So why would I spend $1,000 on some crazy laptop that's going to be good for, well, I'll shoot a little high, I'll say 6 years. Why would I even do that? When I could just get a PC now for a decent price, and at any time I want to upgrade anything, instead of me spending $2,000, $3,000, or $1,000 on a new laptop, I could spend $400 or $500 maybe and get a new graphics card, the best at the top of the line. I think the best one out there right now is the 4090. So give it a year, that'll be different, and then another year, and that'll be different. And so you'll just keep upgrading constantly. So, it gives you the option to continue to upgrade until the games or whatever you're doing no longer can format to that or whatever. You get what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm building a gaming PC. That's all I'm going to be using it for, is probably for streaming, because I'd like to do that. And just because I've never played PC games before. I really want to get into Escape from Tarkov, because I'm a big DayZ fan. I want to get into Squad, because I was a big Hell Let Loose and Battlefield 4 fan. So, I really like the tactical shooters, things where you have to be strategic, and I also like your, deploy, loot, and exfil. So I enjoy that. That's my biggest pet peeve with DayZ, is that there's no way to loot up and then leave with your loot. You just stay on the server, and I wish there was a way to exfil and come back, because it would give me the opportunity to meet newer people and have more fun with that. But anyways, I've been talking too long. So, let's start with the basics. Here's the tower. Still came from Newegg. Yeah, I guess, there's not much to it. Here's all my dimensions. So, dimensions, width, height, and depth. 227, 464, 446, all in millimeter. Fan supports, front, top, and rear. I mean, this is gonna get the job done. I really wanted to get some red, blue, green, because you guys know me. Pretty much everything I get is usually colorful or has some sort of lighting effect, just to show off the gaudiness. Give me 1 second, and I'm gonna pull this out of the box, and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. It's just an all black case. Alright, you guys didn't know, but that actually took me about 2 minutes to get out of the box. Oh, it was fighting me, I don't know why. But this is the first time I'm seeing it, so it's the first time you guys are seeing it. So, take this little styrofoam out. Hold on, 4 seconds. Alright, styrofoam came off. It comes with this little booklet. So I'm guessing this is just going to tell me everything I need to know about this. Looks nice. Obviously it doesn't weigh anything right now. Let's turn it over. Oh, oops, sorry about that. Yes. Okay, so this here is the bottom. This here is the bottom. Okay, so it looks like there's a bag in here. It's tight. Probably the power. I'm gonna assume that. Yeah. Actually, I can see the little, see that little connecting piece right there. Yeah. Oh, it's got a fan. I actually thought this was just gonna be a bare case. I didn't think it was actually gonna have anything like on it or anything. Oh damn, I'm flipping this thing all over the place. Oh, okay. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Boom diggity. So, yeah, there we are. That's the side of it. That's glass. Tempered glass. Handle with care. It doesn't look cracked or anything. It looks a little dirty, and I'm a neat freak, so. But, yeah, it's hard. You know, I don't really understand how to open everything. I have a cousin, and he's, you know, and, yeah, well, I ain't gonna say anything like that, but, he builds, computers. He's a software designer. He's actually, when, like, the Xbox 360 was out and Xbox One, I believe the Xbox One, maybe just the 360, he was he built indie games and things like that. So, like, you could buy the indie games online, or from the Microsoft Store on the Xbox 360, and he has a game on there. Or he was in development, he was developing a game for there. But he's really, he is the go-to person. Like, anybody that I ever talk to about computers, that's the guy to talk to. He's built multiple computers and supercomputers and da-da-da-da, and he builds them for people all the time. And the company he worked for at one point would pay for, like, his DTE electric and the internet and things like that for him to be able to work at home. So he was, like, on call to go into the office, but they would pay for his electricity because most of his work was done at home. So they trusted him enough with that. That's how good he is at, that's how knowledgeable he is at the software of things, where he doesn't even have to come in. He'll just remotely access his work computer and then da-da-da-da, finish that. He doesn't even have to drive in. And, yeah, that was a good job. He had a good job. Alright, so there's the tower. Let's get into the pieces of the tower. So I got the Z690 Pro RS. All of this came from Newegg. This is my motherboard. It's gonna get the job done. Now, I understand that I might get some comments or something about people being like, oh, you know, this isn't the best of the best, it's not the top line. And here's a good example of that. That's my graphics card. Just a 3060. Okay, they have 3070s, they got 3060 and 3070 Ti, I believe, which is just titanium. I believe that's what that is. And, you know, 4060, 4090, 40, you know, they have all this different stuff. He highly recommended this one. He picked it out for me. Everything from Newegg he put in the cart himself, and then he sent it to me, and then I just purchased everything. He's extremely knowledgeable. I have absolute 100% faith and trust that all of this will work the way that I want it to. You know, I'm still going to need a monitor. I need to look at mice, and I need to look at keyboards and headsets. Headset, I'm going to go with the HyperX Gaming right off the bat. Keyboard, I'm going to get a Corsair. I highly recommended Corsairs. Like, that's what people are recommending, Corsair keyboards. It's like, you either like them or you don't. Same with Logitech mice. I heard going back 10 years, they weren't as good, but now they've come up to speed, so I guess they're a lot better. So, same with monitors. It's like, you don't need anything bigger than a 27. Any bigger than that, and it's almost overkill. So, the games I'm going to be playing, you know, 1080p, you know, 2K, like, that's the resolution you need, like, your refresh rate and things like that. You know, you got to consider all of that. But I'm not going to be playing 4K games. I'm not going to be, and if I do, you know what I mean, it's like, okay, I just got to upgrade some stuff. But let's just be real, we're not up to that speed. People making these games in their studio, like at their studio and all that, the equipment they have that they're using is better than ours. It just is. It's almost like the whole police thing. So like police officers, cars and stuff, are upgraded with like chips that the public can't buy. They just can't. It's to keep them. They're supposed to be trying to keep them with more power and us with less, so that way they can catch us and stuff like that. Da 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 da. Having said that, there's a bunch of car people. I'm a car guy, you know that. There's definitely ways around that. But the same things apply here. You know, I'm not going to be pushing 4K, so I don't need that, you know. 3060 graphics card. Good enough. Got my fan. This was on back order, but it came the next day. So they just got these shipments on. Just got a red, blue, green fan. RGB. Red, green, blue. Yeah, it's a UX200 SE CPU cooler. It's 1800 revelations per minute. And it's 25 decibels. So it's relatively low sounding. It ain't gonna be crazy. And it supports up to 170 watts. This is going to be fine. Plus, I probably am going to leave the glass piece off of my computer anyways. May not. I haven't figured that out yet. I kind of do like the open face. Like even with watches, I like skeleton watches. I like to see the stuff working. So I got an i5. This is the only thing that I was kind of... Same with the graphics card. I really wish I could have got like a 4090. But those are like $600 a piece. And then the i5. There's i7s and even i9s now. But this is going to be fine, I'm telling you. I have complete faith in him. You know, if he says this, then I go with it. You know, that's just what it is. He's just too good at what he does. He's done this since he was 20. And he's, you know, 40. 20 years of experience doing stuff like this. So yeah, I got the 12th gen Intel Core unlocked i5. This will be fine. If I have to upgrade, the first two things I'd upgrade would be these two. Maybe the RAM. But I don't think I'm going to have an issue with storage. Speaking of RAM. So, Vengeance LPX. 32 gigabytes. Corsair. Not much to it. 32 gigs. It'll work. If I need to upgrade, I'll just get a terabyte or something like that. Alright. SSD 980. Read speed 3500 megabits. Everything came from, like I said, everything came from Newegg. And then the power supply. Semi-modular ATX power supply. CX750M. Corsair. See? They make them, man. I'm telling you, Corsair. That's what it is. Alright, but, yeah, today is July 13th. It's a Thursday. Unfortunately, I'm going to build this at his house. So I'm not going to be able to record at his house. I just feel like that's a little disrespectful. It's his home. I shouldn't just come up in there with a camera without having permission, so I may ask him. But at the same time, a lot of my videos are recorded off my phone, and I only have X amount of time that it allows me to record before it just like, hey, you ran out of space. So there's a chance that I'll record the building process, but at the same time, there's a bigger chance I won't. But I am going to build it with him. He's going to walk me by it, like step by step, me and him doing it together. And from my knowledge, I'll record a video once it's complete, and I will explain what I did, how I did it, and everything like that. So, you all have a good day, and I'll see you in about 4 days. Stay smooth.